Hey, welcome folks to another great episode here at the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. I'm your host, Chef Sam Peters. We have got a great Italiano class for you today. We're doing Italian, we're doing calzones with some roasted Italian vegetables. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we got a great Italian dessert for you as well, a cherry almond clafouti, so it's wonderful dessert as well. But before I get into any of that, I want to start off by sharing with you, as we do each episode, the gospel of good taste. The gospel of good taste revolves around two principles that Joyce and I are very passionate about. The first, that we believe everything's about stewardship. We believe that because James 1:17 tells us that every good and perfect gift is given to us by God. And we believe food is a gift, and we want to try to teach you some things about food that will help you make every dining experience great at your house. The second aspect of the gospel of good taste, we believe God created us to be in community with one another. We're not supposed to be a bunch of lone rangers out there. We're supposed to be in community. And we believe there's no greater metaphor for community than food. We believe that because Jesus believed that. He was constantly sitting down, eating with people, and building relationships. And so we hope that what we teach you today will help when you gather people around your table to make it the sacred place and the sacred time it was always meant to be. Well, we're going to get started with our calzones. Joyce is going to tell you what's in our ingredients.
All right, this is going to make approximately 8 mini calzones. You're going to need 1.5 cups bread flour or AP flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 cups of hot water, 1 packet of dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 egg plus 1 tablespoon of water to make an egg wash. We're going to coat these calzones with that. You need some mozzarella cheese, some Parmesan marinara, or if you like it spicy, our arrabbiata sauce. You need some Parmesan cheese to put on top of it, and then your filling options are unlimited. You can use Italian sausage, pepperoni, bacon, mushrooms, green bell peppers, onions, and just whatever you want to put inside of them. It's up to you.
We're going with a lot of meat today.
Meat.
I like meat.
Meat and cheese.
Gotta have meat. All right. So when you make your pizza dough or your calzone dough, very simple. You're going to get you some nice hot water, 110 to 115 degrees. You don't want any hotter than that. You don't want any colder than that. 110, 115 degrees. What I like to do then is just I kind of give a nice stir, and then I throw in my sugar. And then I throw in my yeast on top of that, stir one more time. And you want to leave that alone for about 5 minutes and let that yeast bloom, okay? Get it nice and bubbly on top. Then you mix all your dry ingredients in a bowl. You pour your liquid with the yeast in it on top. Mix all that in together with a nice spoon until it all gets combined. You're going to need that for about 3 to 5 minutes until it gets well incorporated. You're going to put that in a greased bowl and put it in a nice warm location for about an hour, hour and a half until it more than doubles in size. And that's what we have here. We have our dough. It's all prepared. Now, to make these mini calzones, you need about I'm going to say a tennis ball size of dough. Okay? So we're going to pull off about a tennis ball size of our dough. You just want to sort of roll it up, get it ready to go, and then we're going to roll that out on the counter. So once we get our dough kind of rolled up, again, you can kind of see there, got that, Joyce? Mm-hmm. About a tennis ball size worth of dough. We just want to lightly flour our surface. Put our dough out here. Now you can get nice and fancy and use a rolling pin or a wine bottle to roll out your dough. I'm probably just going to use my fingers. We're going to roll this out to about 6 to 8 inches. That's what we're looking for. Again, these are mini calzones, and obviously if you want to do the big giant ones, you can do that. Just kind of make a softball size ball of dough. But we're doing these orders to go, and so our container has limited space to hold food. Now, normally I would do things a lot bigger here in the class. That gets us out to pretty close to 6 to 8 inches there. Now to this, we need about a ½ ounce to 1 ounce of marinara sauce. Needs to go on top of here. So we have a little 1 ounce ladle here. So we're going to spread this out in the middle. And then we're going to top this with a little bit of our meat toppings. I like to just sort of start in the middle and work my way to the edge closest to me. Put in a few pieces of pepperoni. That was our sausage. And then we have some cooked bacon is going to go in there.
And we mixed our bacon with some prosciutto that we had left over
We
from
just,
another
yeah,
class.
we just
So,
happen to have it, but you don't have to do it that way.
really, you can put in here whatever you want to put in here.
A little Parmesan cheese. Okay?
And I'm sure you saw my hand putting all that stuff in the mix.
Probably so. All right, then, you got a good shot of that, Joyce?
I do.
Okay, then all we're going to do is fold this in half, bring it over. I like to press it down a little bit with my fingers first, and then I just take my fingers and I roll it over and I pinch it closed, okay? I'm just sort of picking it up, rolling it about a 45-degree angle, and then pinching that closed, okay? That gives us a great mini calzone. Now to that, we need to brush that with an egg wash before we put it in the oven. All right, so we have an egg and a little bit of water. I just want to kind of beat this up here a little bit. And we're going to brush the top of this with the egg wash. It's going to give it a nice golden color. Okay. And then we want to put a small slice in it to let the steam out. Okay. Just a small little slice. Okay. That'll help that. And then we're going to top that with some freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano on top. That's delicious. All right, we're going to bake this in a 450-degree oven for about 15 to 18 minutes until that crust gets golden brown, and then we know it's ready. We'll show you what it looks like when we get it out of the oven. Hey, I want to talk to you about our side dish for our Italian class that we're doing today. These are Italian roasted vegetables. This is so super easy. Everybody ought to make these. It really just livens up a way that you can do vegetables at your house. So Joy's going to share with you all of the different vegetables and ingredients we have.
All right, this is going to serve about 8 to 10. Just depends on how big a serving you're going to have. You need 2 red bell peppers, 2 zucchini squash, 2 yellow squash, 1 pound of mushrooms. We are using button mushrooms, 1 pint of cherry tomatoes, 1 large red onion, 1 bulb of garlic, cloves peeled. You need some extra virgin olive oil, some Italian seasoning, and some salt and pepper.
All right, well, we've got most of those vegetables already cut up, but I want to demonstrate a little bit how I cut up a bell pepper. We want to julienne this bell pepper. This is the easiest way that I've been doing it this way for over 40 years. And when I do it, people are like, wow, game changer. Okay, I've always done it this way. I don't know any other way to do it. But I want to show you how to do this. It's an easy way to get the stem and all the seeds out of your bell pepper. So what camera are we on, Joyce?
This one right here.
We're on this one right here. So there's our bell pepper, okay? So if we're careful and we just cut right across the top, what happens is, ta-da, see that? Okay? So our stem pops right out. We're gonna cut the bottom, get that out of the way, and that leaves me with this, okay? So what we want to do is fillet this anyway. Just take your knife, roll it out, and we get all of those seeds come out nice and easy. Okay, and we end up with one big piece. That's what I'm looking for, okay? So once we have that, now it's really easy for us to just go ahead and do the julienne about 1/4 inch wide. So we're going to get all of those tossed into our vegetables. And we're not going to waste the bottom and top. We're going to chop that up as well. And then we have some of that garlic. Now the easiest way is just to put it on your knife, give it a good mash, and then that paper that's around the outside is going to come off really easy. Okay? So just give it a good little mash. You can be a little aggressive with it if you want. I don't want to mash it too bad. And then just throw those into our mixture. All right? So we have all of our vegetables in here. Let me show you what that looks like. Joyce, a good shot of that?
I do.
All right. Now I want to season this, but first I'm going to go ahead and put a lot of olive oil on this. Okay. How much olive oil was supposed to put in?
A lot.
A lot. I don't remember what's on the recipe, but we need to put a lot on there.
It just says extra virgin olive oil.
Well, we're making sure it's all well
so you
cooked.
want to make sure it's shiny, that all the pieces are coated.
Exactly. So we probably got close to 1/4 cup in there, okay? And then to that, good amount of kosher salt, good amount of
Jamie
coarse,
Oliver says from high.
from high up, coarse ground black pepper. And then there's that one meat guy who drops it off his elbow.
Yeah,
It's
his
like,
elbow.
all I do is, it just makes a messy elbow, man. Y'all don't have to do that. All right, then we have some Italian seasoning. Now, if you don't have Italian seasoning, you can sort of make that up. Some basil, some oregano, some thyme, and that should do it for you. Okay, so you can kind of make your own. All right. So now we have this well seasoned. So now I just want to stir this around. And let that olive oil get on all the coating, let all the seasoning get all over the vegetables.
That looks so good.
It is pretty, isn't it? It's a pretty
It's
dish.
gorgeous.
And we have the cherry tomatoes, we have our button mushrooms, our zucchini squash, our yellow squash, our red onion, all that's good stuff, the bell pepper. Lots of good stuff in here. And then we have a well-heated oven behind us. And so we're going to just put about half of this on 2 different baking sheets, okay? This is super easy. You can make this at home. Doesn't take a lot of effort.
We're feeding 9 people today, 9 to 10 people. So that's about how much. And again, we're putting these into go trays, so it's a smaller portion, but on a plate, you're gonna put a lot. But you could do this easily and do some chicken breast with it. It'd be great, healthy for you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you've got some vegetarian friends out there, this could be a meal all by itself. I mean, it's just so good. I mean, there's so many great vegetables here, and the seasoning's fantastic. All right, so we're gonna get those in the oven, get those cooked up. We'll show you what it looks like when we do all of our plating. Stay tuned. Hey, y'all, we've had a great time making just a real fun Italian meal today. We've got our mini calzones and our roasted Italian vegetables, and we've got those plated, but now we need to finish them up a little bit, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of our marinara sauce over top of our calzone here. A little bit of sauce on there. And then some freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano over top of our vegetables and our calzone. And then we're going to garnish with a little bit of fresh oregano and a little bit of fresh basil. Some basil on top of this. Smells so good. Put some on top of my calzone too, just because I like basil and tomatoes together and cheese. Really good stuff. All right. There's our plate, our mini calzones and our Italian vegetables. Can't wait to give this a try. Let me dive into this meat calzone. Again, you can put anything you want in your calzone. You can make it all veggies if you want, all pepperoni, but I've opted for a lot of meat and cheese. Layers and layers of flavor in there. Layers of flavor of meat, cheese, sauce, Parmesan. Oh, it is so good. And that sauce on top and that nice little touch of basil there at the end. Fantastic. Then we have our roasted veggies. What I like most about those is they're still crispy.
You can hear they were
Yeah,
still
you can hear that
crispy.
crunch, isn't it?
You can
Isn't that
still
great?
hear it.
Hot all the way through, perfectly cooked, nice and crunchy. We don't want mushy vegetables. We want them perfectly cooked. Listen, y'all, these recipes are out on our website, patterfamsauces.com. Go check it out. And then go make it. And I know you will. And when you do, post it out on our website, the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School website, or a Facebook page, so we can brag about you. We love showing off your food porn. So go do that. This recipe and a whole bunch more are available for you out on our brand new YouTube channel, the Pastor's Pantry Cooking School. Go out and subscribe to that and keep up with everything we're making. Make this soon. I hope you will. Bless cooking.